When it comes to growing up in Smyrna, you said that area was worse off back then than it is now.
Yeah.
And
because they knocked down a lot of like places and shit, like a lot of neighborhoods and shit like that.
Gentrification?
Yeah.
When it came to shootings, when it came to some things that you had mentioned that was going on back then, was that something you were able to avoid personally yourself?
Yeah, for sure.
Was there ever a point? Well, you did mention there was a time you guys moved.
Yeah.
Was it to avoid that type of stuff?
I mean, it just was like...
Or just was money getting better, so it was just naturally...
Yeah, my dad, Brad, got, better. He got more money, you feel me? So, like, he just moved us to, like, a nice crib.
What did your parents do for a living?
My dad, he owned his own business, and my mom, she worked for like she did taxes and worked for insurance. Well, does taxes and work for insurance service and shit.
What kind of business does your father own?
He did like he used to do like construction and like janitorial work, like cleaning empty buildings and shit. So yeah. Like, yeah, we used to do that shit with him when we was little kids. He used to, like, bring us to, like, the buildings and shit to help him clean them shits.
And did they foresee you to do either of those fields when you grew up and became an adult?
No, you saying, like, did they, like, push that on me?
Yeah. Did they want you to, one, have your own business? Did they want you to be in any of their fields that they were in? What did they foresee for you when you were getting older?
They just wanted me to be successful, whatever I chose to do, whatever I did.
Because sometimes parents, they want their children to maybe take over their business.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe do the same line of work as them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Nigerian, you feel me? So, like, all Nigerian parents, like, want their kids to do, like, some medical shit. So, like, 'cause I ain't gonna cap, like, I started, like, working in the pharmacy and shit, like, after high school. Like, I was like a pharmacy technician.
Was that your first job?
No, my first job was, what was my first job? My first job was at this like barbecue restaurant. I worked there for like a month. I got fired for some bullshit, some shit I didn't even do.
What happened?
So like, all right, so look, at it's this dude that, what was that name? I can't remember the nigga name, but the manager name was Chip. I'll never forget this shit, cause it's bullshit. Cause they ain't really had cameras in the kitchen. I was a dishwasher, you feel me? And then like, what the fuck? I can't remember her name. Let's just say his name was like Dylan or some shit. So boom. So Dylan got down. All right, so look, Chip just left. And then Dylan got down. His wife pulled up and he like, cause everybody used to eat shit there, you feel me? Like all the like food, motherfuckers would be in the back, like chowing down on that shit. So boom. Dylan got down, taking the rack of ribs out to his wife in the van. I'm seeing it, you feel me? I'm finna get off. But then while I'm walking out, I'm seeing Chip pull up. So I'm like, ooh, you feel me? Bro, finna got them get caught. Kept pushing. Remember my day. I had like an off day the next day or some shit like that. And then bro called me in and the nigga that I forgot what I said his name was. Dylan. Yeah, so then Dylan got them had put me in the office and was like, oh, we gotta let you go cause Chip found out about them record ribs you took. I was like, what? I like, bro, you took the record ribs. Cause look, all right, they called me in. I came in, I clocked in, went to the dishes, then Dylan called me right to the the office. So I'm in there, he like, we gotta let you go cause Chip found out about the record ribs you took. I'm like, record ribs I took? I'm like, bro, you took the record ribs. Mind you, but the door closed, so ain't nobody hearing shit but us. He like, yeah, man, we gotta let you go. I'm like, all right, bro, for sure. You feel me? I was mad as hell. I ain't even cap. I ain't even clock out in that shit. I was like, bro, this nigga a bitch. That was some lame ass shit, but I ain't even cap. I still be thinking about that shit.
Now, let's back up. Chip was the manager.
Yeah, Chip was the owner of the restaurant.
Oh, and Dylan was the manager.
Yeah, Dylan was the manager. Chip was the owner of the restaurant.
Ah.
So
and you were
shit, you feel me?
A co-worker, employee.
A little dishwasher, disposable as hell. Don't give a fuck about him. Yeah. Lame as hell. That shit was lame as fuck.
How long were you on the job before that happened?
A month. I thought I was lit too when I got a job. I was in high school.
What grade or what age were you at the time?
I was like, I think I was a senior. I was like 12th grade, bro.
And how'd you get introduced to that job?
My homie was working there. My homie was a dishwasher there.
Did he know about the rack? Was he around at the time?
He was there. He was laughing like shit.
He was a witness to this stuff too as well? He saw the rack of ribs situation happen?
Yeah. I mean, cause niggas do shit like that like all the time, you feel me? But I ain't do that. Like, granted, I used to eat the food and shit, but I ain't taking out, I don't even like ribs for real, you feel me? I look like walking out with big ass nigga ribs, I look like I'm stealing. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't do no shit like that. But like, yeah, of course, like, bruh seen it, you feel me? Like, but he the manager and that's the owner, like, what's us? We dishwashers.
What was Dylan's race or ethnicity?
He was white. Chip was too.
Do you think that had anything to do with it?
No, I don't want to push it on race. Really? Slick, but nah.
Now, what other jobs did you have on the resume aside from this?
I worked at McDonald's, and then I worked at Walmart. And Walmart was the pharmacy shit I did.
And what was your role at McDonald's?
At McDonald's, I was on the table, where you got them, put the food together, the table and shit.
Make the sandwiches?
Yeah, make the sandwiches on the table, and I moved up from the table to the cashier. But like really niggas was having their way at McDonald's. Like, our manager, she was cool as hell. So like, the same homie that I had that was working at that restaurant with me, like, we both was working at McDonald's together. So like, we was having our way up there. I ain't gonna cap. Like, I had got employee of the month and everything, bro. And everybody was mad because I never used to do shit. I used to just tell people to do shit, and if they say no, like the manager, her name was Amanda. If they say no, but Amanda, bro, tell them to go clean the lobby. Amanda be like, go clean the lobby. They be like, mad as hell. You feel me? Like, shit.
How'd you get employee of the month if you never did anything?
Because the manager spoke with me. Cause like I act the same with everybody. You feel me? So like, I'm not gonna be at work stiff as hell. Like, I be at work regular, you feel me? Like, fuck going, you feel me? And like, they just folded me. Cause I guess I be myself, I don't know. The manager was down to earth. It was like 2 managers I ain't like, but they ain't really got them, they ain't work with me a lot. Everybody else folded me for real, so.
Nothing sexual between you and Amanda?
Nah, hell no. Fuck no. She came at me one time, but nah, bro, she wasn't attractive at all.
At work, she came at you?
Yeah, slick.
And you just denied it or
I
declined it?
just be laughing, like, she be like, you look cute chocolate self. Like, yeah, you feel me? Just be like.
And those were the 3 jobs you only had?
Yeah, the restaurant, McDonald's, and Walmart.
And what was the name of that restaurant?
JD's Barbecue.
And each job you worked one after another, never simultaneously?
Nah, none of them simultaneously. Actually, nah, I take it back. I worked at Fedex for like a day. Why? But that was while I was working at McDonald's. I worked at Fedex for like one day. I went in there, them folks was slaving. I was like, fuck this. I was there for like, probably like 30 minutes, bro. Like, as soon as they got to doing all the, you feel me, running around throwing the box, I was like, man, hell no, I just walked out. I didn't even wait for lunch, none of that shit. Went straight to the crib. That shit over with. Them folks was working too hard, bro. I was like Sparta training camp or some shit. Fuck that shit. No disrespect to FedEx though, you feel me? Whatever they got going on. But nah, hell nah. That shit ain't for me. Them folks tripping.
My next question to you was, were any of those jobs tough? I'm going to assume that would be your answer, was FedEx, even though you barely worked there.
You feel me? Bro, no cap, I just seen it, I'm like, I ain't for working too hard.
What did you see?
Like, I'm saying, like, the work, like, big ass boxes, everybody, like, okay, so it's like, boom, you got like hella boxes and shit, and then you gotta feel like, it's like some little shit, it tell you where each box go, and then you gotta like stack the boxes on like the trucks and shit, like the little, I guess like the trailer shit for the 18-wheelers, And then it be hot as hell in the trailer. And then, nah, bro. You feel me? I'm not doing that shit.
Were the boxes heavy?
I mean, it was alright, you feel me? But it like, nah. Hell nah. Fuck no, that shit, they'd be exhausted leaving there.
Were any of these jobs you did dangerous?
No, hell no.
What was the best thing about any of these jobs that you had?
Shit, the employees, when it be, you feel me, fun at work and shit. Fuck with the employees and shit.
Which one?
Really, McDonald's probably had the littest crew. Ain't kept, that shit was great. I hated working at McDonald's though, but like the crew was cool.
What was the worst thing about any of these jobs?
The worst thing?
Yeah.
I
asked you the best. What was the worst?
Oh, I guess fucking
Was there something you could not stand at one of these jobs?
Shit, like I guess a manager or some customers or some shit.
Which was worse, dealing with management or the customers?
Probably management. Cause I still used to butt back on the customers.
What do you mean?
Like a customer coming there tweaking and shit. Like I be, you feel me? Oh, ass tripping, like that shit.
Would anything ever get physical between you and a customer or manager?
Nah.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of these jobs other than what we've talked about? Anything that happened out of the norm?
Anything happen out of the norm?
Yeah, was there something, do you have a crazy story at any of these jobs?
Damn.
Anything ever crazy happen at any of these jobs you did? The restaurant, McDonald's, Walmart.
Shit, not really. That ain't crazy. Yeah, not really. Now I can think of this shit.
As a pharmacy tech, what was your job description?
Pharmacy tech.
Yeah, what was your job description? Are you just filling prescriptions up?
Like you fill prescriptions, type prescriptions. Yeah, fill prescriptions, type prescriptions, shit like that.
And that was just a side question I had. Were you doing music at all while you were doing any of these jobs?
Yeah, for sure. Like all of them, except for JD's. JD's always doing the music, but McDonald's I was, and Walmart, yeah.
Would you get noticed at any of these jobs as a recording artist?
Nah. Small fry. I was a small fry, baby. Trying to be a big fry, big fish.
When it came to how some of these jobs ended, you mentioned you were fired at the restaurant.
Yeah.
What happened at McDonald's and what happened at Walmart? You had quit FedEx. What happened at McDonald's? What happened at Walmart? How did those end?
I quit McDonald's and I got fired from Walmart.
Explain why for both. Start off with McDonald's. Why'd you quit?
I quit McDonald's because I started working at Walmart. Then I got fired from Walmart on some lame shit. They said I was still in time. But, you know, whatever.
Were you?
What's the next question?
Next question. Because you worked at the barbecue restaurant, because you worked at McDonald's, are you sick of either of their food?
Shit, I never ate at JD's anyways. But McDonald's, you know, McDonald's hold niggas down, you feel me? Like when they motherfuckers goddamn ain't really got a lot of bread to spend, go to McDonald's, go get you a little goddamn chicken, little cheeseburger, some shit, quarter pounder. You know what I'm saying? But really, I don't even really eat red meat no more, honestly. But they fish fillet be busting. But like, I don't really eat McDonald's too much.
What happened with red meat?
I just stopped it. Like, I had started being a pescatarian, but then I stopped. I started because my sister and them started it. You feel me? Cause like, two of my sisters got lupus. So like, they like stopped eating like chicken and shit. They was like only eating fish. And then I think one of my sisters, like, she stopped eating all meat, vegetarian, but I started doing it because of them. Like, just to like do it with them type shit.
And how long were you pescatarian for?
I pescatarian for like a year.
Why'd you stop?
Thanksgiving came up. And my sister wanted too crazy. She was Cocoa Puffs, no cap. Like, we walked in, she had like 2 menus, you feel me? She had like the American food, Nigerian food. Boy, I'm talking about. She had the little shit for the little fish and shit. But I ain't gonna cap. I'm looking at all that chicken and shit, I'm like, man, hell nah. Gotta taste that. Then I was like, shit, I'm only gonna, well, I said, I was like, I'm only gonna continue to eat meat until New Year's. That day happened. And then I started doing it again. Lasted for like 3 months. Unless you know I'm at Chick-fil-A. So, I don't know. I'm gonna do it again. Try it again.
When you were pescatarian for 1 year, and you were honestly pescatarian for 1 year,
Facts.
was that easy or hard for you to do?
At first it was hard, but it get easy afterwards though. Cause at first you like, damn, what the fuck can I eat? But then afterwards it's like you just eating potatoes and shit and like fish. I fuck with fish anyway, so a lot of fish, rice, shit like that.
And when you got into it?
And my sister made some meatless meatballs. Them shit be going crazy.
And when you first got into being pescatarian, do you instantly switch, like the flip of a light switch, so to speak, or did you have to work your way and wean your way in?
You talking about when I first started doing it?
Yeah.
I had to wean my way in. It's hard to just goddamn cut off cold turkey and just go straight to that. I had to wean my way into it.
When it came to your personal health, did you notice anything different being a pescatarian for 1 year versus when you were eating how you were eating?
Yeah, I had started losing weight, you feel me? Like, I felt better and shit. I was drinking a lot of water too. I still drink a lot of water, but yeah, like I was losing weight and shit. Like you just feel better. But, you know, that could just be some mental shit, or it could be some real shit. I don't know.
How much weight did you think you lost?
I have no idea.
Were,
I just know I was slipping up, you feel me?
were you exercising at the time too, or just eating different?
Just eating different.
If you could, would you ever consider owning any of the places that you worked at?
I'll probably own a McDonald's. Them just ain't never going out of business.